Welcome to the Standpoint. Yes, it's another day, another beautiful program, and we are going to learn a lot from two young people who are doing their best. You know, I don't want to rush them. They are doing their best here in Ghana. Was it easy for them to start? What made them leave the comfort of Abrochire to come to GH amidst the doom so, amidst the water shortage, amidst all our challenges that you and I complain about, to start a business? The journey back home is our topic for discussion today. My name is Gifty. Auntie, welcome to the Standpoint. And let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth, Ophelia Crossland Designs, the dress for me, my beads and accessories by Matilda Hood Couture. They are at the trade fair. Matilda and her partner Yao always hook me up. My hair is by Shukula Hair. We take a short break. When we come back, the journey back home.
Hello, I'm Amma, and I'm a W Young Professional.
My name is Benedetta. I'm a W in business.
Hi, I'm AC, and I'm proud to represent the W and family.
I have access to the best sources of inspiration, an outstanding mentor, career workshops, and more.
I am connected to a panel of professional advisors. I even got a new business partner through a W seminar.
Being a working mother is amazing, and W empowers us with special lifestyle offers, an early saver for the kids, and bank assurance protection for the whole family.
Sign on to W at any Access Bank branch near you.
Get inspired.
Get connected.
Get empowered.
W, inspiring, connecting, empowering.
Middo, what?
Odo, why your best my power?
Tina tomac mixture. Oh, be only osani yefuyeri being yasem. Sana tina tet malakeno so. Etu malaria, tipaye, stress, and unam yao biase.
Free 020-816-0807 and 0276-875629.
Tina €13.
Eye Busen Chamfa. Live! Hi. One can. Maybe you invite you for dinner.
LEAP.
Lip tomato paste. What else?
Honey, when it's a little tomato paste, be an idea. And so be also.
Don't want to say hi.
Madam, the food tastes very good. What's the secret?
LEAP.
Lip.
Leaf tomato paste. Emma Edouania de Papa.
For bulk purchase, contact 050-140-1088.
Welcome back. Today, I think I have the bestest audience. We have ladies in media from GH Media School. Clap for yourselves there. And I also have some audience from Valley View University. Welcome back to the Standpoint. Remember, this program is also aired on ABN TV on Sky Channel 235, which is across Western Europe, parts of Canada, Asia, and North Africa. Our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, is powered by Dream Over. Our topic for discussion today is the journey back home. And my guests today are seated right, you're not too opposite me, but to my extreme left is Ruby Bois from Kwa Designs. Welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you.
And next to Ruby, I have Yvette Ansah from Cafe Kwai.
Yes.
Which Kwai are you talking about, Yvette?
It's Quiet the Forest.
Quiet.
Literally, Kwayemu.
Kwayemu.
Yes, it's my grandmother's name. or rather my great-grandmother's name. So I'm Nana Makwai. So I took the Kwai and then I just added this to the cafe.
So it's like you are some bush girl.
Oh, Debbie. More, we like to think of it more like exactly, forest, flourishing, sense of abundance, food, provided growth, everything.
What a name, a strange combination. Cafe and Kwai.
Exactly, because I was a daddy's girl. My dad passed several years ago, many years.
Just like me, daddy's girl.
And so I wanted to pay some sort of homage to him, but his name was Joseph. So it wasn't like I could call his cafe Joseph. Right. So I thought, okay, what do we have in common? What we have in common, he named it after his grandmother. So I thought, okay, that's a nice. And then also, I also wanted to add an African perspective to it, a Ghanaian perspective, because I'm Ghanaian. Right. So cafe being, the continental European concept of eating outside, right. And then the Kwai, which is my name, but and also,
is, interestingly, when we talk about cafe in Ghana, we're talking about where you go and get some tea and coffee.
It actually is a lot of that too. Yeah. There's a lot of. It's an all-day cafe. We're open from 8 in the morning till 10 at night. So you start your breakfast, you have your coffees, you have your teas, you have your juices, you have your omelets. We transition to lunch with our sandwiches, our salads, our rice plates. In the evening, we have our wine, cocktails, champagne, whatever.
So it's really like continental.
It really is.
Not Ghanaian dishes.
We do have
an infusion.
So we do certain things using Ghanaian spices, but it's not really
not the way you get your banku and your fufu.
No,
and
that
all
wouldn't be it. It's
Why?
not.
Why is that?
It was
Kwai.
The thing is, it really was a blend of who I am. And as you said, I left Ghana when I was 16. Traveled. I love food from everywhere. Okay. I don't really just love Ghanaian food. Okay. So I wanted to be a place where you can come and find any and everything that you want.
So really you wanted to do something different?
Yeah, something different, because I feel like there are 1,001 places that do Ghanaian dishes and do it well. Right. That is not my forte. I feel like you have to do where you are strong. If you put me in front of a Benkwai right now, I'm lost. So I felt like I had to do what was true to me, which is a blend of everything that I love and I.
But growing up, did you like cooking?
No. I didn't even like home science. So I wasn't
I like that. You didn't even like I was sacked from home science.
So I didn't like cooking, no. I learned about cooking much later on in life. And it really wasn't even about cooking. It was about good food. That's what I learned about. It wasn't about it was just about how do you find simple ingredients, fresh ingredients, and make simple dishes out of it.
Okay, I'll get back to you. But Kwa Designs.
Yes.
Why Kwa? Did you two plan to
it's so funny,
We've
been best friends since we were 10, by the way.
Yes, we've been that close since age 10. We went to the
That's something we'll talk about. Sister, holding on and going all the whole. When they say women can't be friends,
We've been through it all, yes.
So let's get to Kwa.
Kwa. I always say Kwa is a little girl's dream come true. So Kwa is my baby. It is a fashion brand, and I focus mainly.
No, but the name Kwa.
Kwa is my mom's name, and it's not a shortened. No, it's Kwa. It's my mom's name. It's an Nzima name.
Oh,
so it's like an Asantwa, but it's a middle name.
Okay.
So my mom is Kwa. Okay. But for my company, we also say it stands for Keeping Us Authentic, for the KUA. So right then it brings to mind what Kwa is about. So my accessories, jewelry, handbags, other accessories like iPad cases, wallets, stuff like that. And just last year, we added a children's brand. So we have clothing and other accessories for children, from small little baby shoes to stuffed animals, just different things. So that's basically what Kwa is.
But why did you choose that line? Did you do fashion?
That's the funny thing to know. No. And I didn't like it either. Like she said, she didn't like home science. I also didn't like clothing and textiles. I think the farthest I went with was, how you start with making a tablecloth or a napkin, and then a pillow.
I think we did pajamas.
We did, I think I flunked that one. I don't think I did much that. So for me too, it was through self-discovery that I truly appreciated what I liked. I found out that I loved working with my hands. Okay. And, growing up, they don't encourage certain fields. You're going to be a doctor or an accountant or an architect. So I think that part of me was not really teased out. Okay. But when I grew into myself really, then I discovered my love for that. So,
okay. But do you love jewelry?
I love jewelry I love when it goes from just random beads or metal to the finished product.
Okay.
I'm actually not a very heavy jewelry wearer myself, but I love to admire it and appreciate it, and I know how to combine them. So I love the process of making it.
So you fell in love with
it. Started with the jewelry. I have a degree in jewelry design. When I decided, I actually went back to school to get that degree.
Wow.
So I'm that involved, yes.
You went back to school to get a degree in jewelry
design, yes. In a school called Fashion Institute of Technology in New York.
But before then, what were you doing? What was your professional background?
So I also lived when I was about 16, 17, and I did business.
Okay.
So I was a financial analyst, and every day after work, I kept thinking, I love my job, I enjoy it, I do well, but I don't feel this is my calling. I feel like there should be more to life, or I feel like I'm not fulfilled 100%. But I'll say one thing about entrepreneurship. I don't think anything can prepare you for it, you know. She has a law background. I don't think she enjoys the legal part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did law.
I did law, and I have a master's in international relations. But so my mother is still wondering what is going on.
You did law.
Yes.
Did your master's in international relations. Now decided so better in
Salads.
Better on salads. Why are there?
Any juice.
What did your mom tell you?
I think she was a bit concerned. But then again, she's always been about me. I think she was not concerned because she thought I couldn't do it, but I think in the initial stages when we started and I was hustling, like, she just couldn't see where this was going to go. Because, you know, at that point, I started from the house, from my mom's boys' quarters kitchen.
Right.
And that's when I started selling, and it was delivery to offices. So I think she didn't really see
the bigger picture.
You know.
And this is you who had just come back from
I had just come back.
US or UK?
I came back from the US. I was in the UK for a long time, but I came back.
Did you practice law in the US?
I didn't actually practice law in the US. I never practiced law.
Okay. But you had completed your law.
I worked in the different law firms in different capacities.
Okay. And then you had done your master's in international relations.
I had interned in Tunisia. I had traveled all over Europe. So the plan was to come back, probably sit the Ghana bar, and then, you know, see how life goes. And then I got here and I was like, I feel like I will be a terrible employee in Ghana. I just knew I would be a horrible employee. And I was trying to figure out, again, what I'm going to do. My mom has a school, preschool for ages 1 to 5. So I started helping her out. Learned I wasn't really hot on kids either. So I said, okay, this is really getting stressful. But I've always loved food. And then when I moved back, of course, I hadn't had jollof, kiliwili, all those things in a long time. So I started just eating like I was being paid to eat. And I realized my clothes were getting very tight. So then I went back to like salads and sandwiches that I was eating when I was outside. And I started making them for my friends. I'm just out of boredom. I was like, oh, I'm making salads. Do you want some? They're like, oh, yeah. And then one friend was like, oh, your salad you brought to my office, my colleagues really liked it. Do you want? They said, can you make some for them tomorrow? And literally that's how it started.
But why did you come back home?
You know, I came back home. I was at that point, I turned 30. And I said, when I turned 30, I decided, what am I going to do? Because that's the point where you decide you're going to get married, have kids, buy a house, like really make commitments in
Ghana
wherever
is
you...
usually 25, but...
Yeah, I'm a late bloomer. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing.
In Ghana, when you're 25, you're thinking about when you're going to get married and have kids, not buy a house.
Oh, okay, I guess.
or climb up the professional
exactly. Because you have to make certain commitments. Exactly.
That's in Ghana.
And that wasn't my pretty much stop your life till that happens. That's
minus you. Thank you.
So for me, it wasn't, I just had to make a decision. If I was going to, again, focus, either really sit the New York bar, whatever, and commit to this country. But then I realized I didn't want to stay there forever and ever. I'm a firstborn. Our dad passed. My brothers at that time and my sisters were all outside. So it really sort of fell on me to sort of come home and help our mom, you know, because every time you call her, she was like, oh, you could tell she was just alone at home, and it really kind of wears on you after a point. And I thought, I'm not really enjoying life here. I'm enjoying it, but I really need to go back home. So that's why I came.
And when she was supposed to come back home to help, she came back and decided to sell salads and juices. The Standpoint is sponsored by Anointed Electrical Engineering Services, the generator expert. We are also sponsored by Tinated Venicare, Tinated Tomacare, Tinated Malacare. We are proudly sponsored by Access Bank, the W product, their W product. And of course, the new products where it's tailored and specifically for maternal health. And every woman needs to take advantage of that. Thank you to NS Chemist, producers of affordable and quality medicines for Ghanaians and beyond. Today, our juices from Kwai Cafe. Mine is iced tea. Iced tea. Thank you to Awake Purified Water, produced by Casapreco Company Limited. Gogot Yogurt, they also support us. We take a break. When we come back, why did Ruby come back home? We'll be back.
Odo, ayo besi mapao. Kwasuwa num tinated venike wati. Winim say tinated venike. Enum kwenye bibidra. Clinically no, ya testing with Department of Pharmacology and Microbiology at University of Ghana on Medical School.
Sir?
Omudu stamp we say bye. Minia, num tinated venike wati.
Hey, tinated ambassador.
Abuye papa. 020-816-0807 and 0276-875629.
There is this new generator set we would like to introduce to you in this era of power outages.
I hope this time around you're going to give us something better.
Yes. Let's go out and have a test run.
Call this box a generator? Get a quality one from Untitled Electrical Engineering Services.
Come to Untitled Electrical Engineering Services for a permanent solution to your power problems. We do 24/7 after sales service, sales of spare parts for all generators and cables, and we repair all generators even if you didn't buy from us. Locate our head office at number 77 Anointed House off of Dokomala Main Road. Anointed, the generator experts.
Welcome back to the stand. We'd like to say thank you to Power Cosmetics, who they give us the makeup product, and for over 6 years they've been supporting us. They've been very loyal, and we are grateful to them. Our makeup applied by Makeup and More. Thank you to Matamis for the pots and Cake Techniques, Mac Catering Services, and House of Food. They support us, and today we are enjoying juices from Kwai Cafe. Kwai. Ruby, why did you come back home? Apart from Yvette coming home and you feeling lonely.
That's what she wants to believe, right? That was part of it. They got to a point that most of our friends were actually moving back home, which is good. But I think for me, just like Yvette, family was also a big part of it. When your family, your parents will always say, when are you coming back? But I want to say, I think with every Ghanaian or with me, there's always that voice at the back of your mind that you do know that you will eventually come back. You know, what got really exciting.
I'm sure you saw people, Ghanaians in US who had lived there for like ever.
Yes, people have lived there forever and don't plan on coming
back.
Yeah, but that's their narrative. That wasn't my narrative. I think for me, what really pulled me was I got very excited about being part of the narrative of changing Ghana. You know, there was a group of people moving, doing really good things in Ghana, and I thought I would love to be part of that story, that I came, did something, hired people, helped change the image of Ghana around the world, or helped, you know, just change the narrative that people have about Ghana. So that was exciting. But family was one of the biggest reasons.
But how was it when you got here and you tried to get involved in the process of changing the narrative?
Nation building.
I was actually talking to my husband this morning and I said, it feels like I've been gone for close to 20 years and it didn't feel like that. But I want to say maybe this year or last year is when I would say I've properly moved back. But the transition was about 4 years in the making. So I would go.
So you
come
lived
back.
outside for about 20 years?
Yes, because I went when I was about 17 and, well, not to tell you my age, but
yeah,
if you do the math. So, but it wasn't, I didn't just pack up and move like she did. I transitioned.
You just packed up and moved?
I just literally, when I decided.
Yeah, when she said, well, that was
sold
it.
my car, rented my house, sold my TV. I had all little knickknacks. I did a little sale. And that was it. From the time I made the decision to I'm moving, I think it was 2 months.
Were you that fed up with that system?
I wasn't, but I'm that kind of person that when I'm done, I'm done.
Okay. Ruby, so it took 4 years?
I did the back and forth for a while. Had babies in between. And then, but what I did...
Were you married before you came down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So...
And how were you able to convince the man?
Oh, we did. He came before I did.
Oh, okay.
Once
So
we
it was
decided
easy.
it was, okay, he come test the waters while I decide. So we're both doing the whole dance, one leg here, one leg there. And then we finally said, that's it. So, and I think when you do the slow transition, it doesn't make the shock too strong. You absorb it better, Doomsaw is the whole story. You're like, the last time I was here, there was Doomsaw. So some things, you absorb it much better than if you do because some people get shocked and they go back, if you're not strong enough. Were there hard times? Were there times that I'm like, no, I can't do this? Yes, I'm always threatening my staff that maybe just shop now, all the time, But every year when you see growth, every year when you see improvement, you actually feel good and you start to feel like you are truly changing the narrative.
Where are you located?
We are on the ground floor of One Airport Square, which is right behind the Holiday Inn in Airport City. The building that's kind of zigzag. Some people call it the Nest. Some people call it whatever it is. Yeah, the building's One Airport Square on the ground floor.
Very strategic.
Yes. So we're surrounded by a lot of international companies, a lot of young Ghanaians working hard, working up the corporate ladder. So I feel like it's a part of something bigger that we as this generation are proudly Ghanaian, proudly African. We're trying to create a different story. I mean, there's chaos and there's confusion in this town, yes.
Right, yeah.
But in that confusion, we're trying to find little pockets of hope.
Right.
And little...
Even on Instagram, we have a hashtag women-owned, Ghanaian-owned.
Yes.
And people actually love that.
People love that. When we say proudly Ghanaian, women-owned, boss ladies, boss chicks, Ghana girls rule, black girl magic. We have all those hashtags, just to let people know, young girls know that, you know what, don't think about color, don't watch that. Focus, select what you want to do,
and do it.
And do it. Go for it 100%. Excellent. That I always tell my workers, we must do excellent work. And if you do excellent work, just leave the rest. You just do the work. Focus, do the work. And the rest will fall in place.
And that brings me to my next story. Ruby, you wanted to add something?
No, I was going to say that talking about all this, I almost forgot. I brought you a gift while we're enjoying Cafe Quiet.
Okay, on that note, I close my iPad. Don't be jealous.
Do you want to open it?
Please.
Can she open it herself?
Your phone is in there.
Thank you. Look at how nicely it's parceled. Wow. Wow. On that note, Matilda, don't vex, okay? I'm coming.
Let me take that.
Thank you. Ruby, tell me about this particular jewelry. I mean, the leaf, I love the leaf, but do you have a name for it?
I call it the labor of love. It takes a long time to attach those beads on there.
Okay.
You have at least 100, if not more, beads on the necklace.
Wow.
Now, the leaf is actually something I'm very proud of. It's a real leaf that's been acid washed and dipped in 24 karat gold.
Please go back.
What? It's a real leaf. What leaf in tree?
A leaf like
ahaban yankasa. No.
And then you
dry it.
Yeah.
Then we acid wash it. Then we dip it in 24 karat gold.
Do I deserve this?
Of course you do. More than that.
Wow.
You all hinayeri.
Oh. This is awesome. Now I will double treasure this. I need to get a different box for this. Wow. This is amazing. Thank you very much. This is really appreciated.
You're welcome.
And Koa is at Laboni, you know, from Morning Star. Going towards Churchies, yes, they are on your right, boldly
the
written
same
there.
building as the GT Bank.
GT Bank, okay.
And we're open from 9 to 7 p.m. Mondays through Saturdays. Close on Sundays, yeah.
Thank you. Well, let me take another break. You're watching The Standpoint. This program is also aired on ABN TV on Sky Channel 235, which is across Western Europe, part of Canada, Asia, and North Africa. Thank you to African Women's Development Fund, AWDF. They've been sponsoring and supporting women's group and organizations across Africa for over 15 years. They are our proud supporters, and we are grateful to them. Thank you to GTP for my cloth, Ophelia Crossland Designs, sold for me. Makeup by Paba Cosmetics, applied by Makeup and More. And thank you to Chocolat Hair for my hair. MHC Matilda Hood Couture takes care of my beading needs. But right now, I'm wearing Kua Design. We'll be back.
Hello, I'm Amma, and I'm a W Young professional.
My name is Benedetta. I'm a W in business.
Hi, I'm AC, and I'm proud to represent the W and family.
I have access to the best sources of inspiration, an outstanding mentor, career workshops, and more.
I am connected to a panel of professional advisors. I even got a new business partner through a W seminar.
Being a working mother is amazing, and W empowers us with special lifestyle offers, an early saver for the kids, and bank assurance protection for the whole family.
Sign on to W at any Access Bank branch near you.
Get inspired.
Get connected.
Get empowered.
W, inspiring, connecting, empowering.
Live, live. Hi. One can. Neighbor in a to for dinner.
LEAP.
Lip tomato paste. What else?
Honey, when it's a little tomato paste, it's so be so.
Don't want to say hi.
Madam, the food tastes very good. What's the secret?
LEAP.
Lip. Lip tomato paste. Emma Edouani de Papa.
For bulk purchase, contact 050-140-1088.
I'm a mother and take so much delight in seeing that my kids are healthy. Want to know my secret? It's Kidix syrup. It's a multivitamin syrup full of vitamins and minerals which boost their immune system and increase their appetite for food. Kidix syrup is recommended for children between 6 months to 12 years. It's available at Oswald's Chemist, Lanza Chemist, and all pharmaceutical shops throughout the country. Jukat Pharmacy, located in Kaswa, is the sole distributor for Kidix syrup. For bulk purchase, please call 0244 560 296. Kidix syrup, the perfect growth and appetite tonic for children.
Welcome back to The Standpoint. Oh boy, it's just like having a sister discussion, really going well. And thank you for coming. Let me acknowledge my sponsors once again. Tina Tet Herbal. They do a whole range of herbal-based medicines specifically for the home, women, and for the home. That's the Venicare, the Malacare, and of course, Tomacare. Access Bank with the Access W, they are our sponsors, and we are grateful to them as well. NS Chemist, they produce the quality and affordable medicines for Ghanaians and beyond. And thank you to Anointed Electrical Engineering Services. Our juices today, I don't want you to finish. Mine is iced tea. What?
Superberry iced tea.
Superberry iced tea. It's from Cafe Kwai. And yes, from Core Designs. Right. Let me go to the audience. Let me start with you.
I have realized that our guests have an entrepreneurial mindset. So what were some of the challenges that they encountered in setting up the business?
The challenges, I think, are challenges you face setting up any business. Obviously, you have to raise capital. But outside that, I found some particular challenges because I was building. I constructed the space. And so I had to deal with contractors and workers. And I found that because it wasn't my area, obviously I don't build, and they were predominantly men.
Men, yeah.
I felt like they really pulled some stuff.
Thank you.
Because they knew I didn't know jack about it. Right. And now that I'm running the business, there's so many things that are happening that are falling apart because they took shortcuts and took advantage, essentially. So that would be one of the challenges. But I think that was a unique set of challenges because I was building.
Do you ladies have plans of training the up-and-coming entrepreneurs?
How are you able to combine being a businesswoman and being a mother and being a wife at the same time?
I have an amazing husband, so that helps out. Shout out to Eche. But it helps when you have support from home.
Who is supposed to be my, younger brother by extension of his sister being my sister.
Okay. Yes. So I do have a lot of support at home. So it's easy. He is my number one cheerleader. He's very excited about what KUA is doing and how we want to move forward. When you have that, it's easier to move forward because you don't have anything pulling you back. And again, being in Ghana, we have a lot of help too. So, for example, if I have a meeting or I have to be at work, I don't have to be the one physically picking up my kid from school. So some of these things makes it easier to balance both. But as a family woman, my family really comes first before the business. Really, the business is to enhance my family life and the quality of my life. So I don't lose sight of that. Everything I work around for the sake of the family, the betterment of all of us in the family.
Okay.
So
now your target audience, is it for just the elite or every
product has a target market? I will say my target market is middle income and up. Even sachet water, you can't sell it. Not everybody will buy a certain brand of sachet water. So keep that in mind, that every product has a target market, Right. So I'm not going to advertise to someone who I feel like that necklace is going to be a whole year of their pay.
Right.
I will target, you see what I'm saying? I'll target the woman who can buy this and give it as a gift to someone.
Yeah.
And I'm unapologetic
that's
about
being
that.
business smart, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I would love to know if someone walks into your shop and the person is physically challenged, will you employ that person?
I have an answer for that.
Okay.
I have an employee who is hearing and speech impaired right now. He sews and he's an excellent tailor. So already. But it goes to say that as women, we are disenfranchised. If a woman walked into a job interview and had the same qualification as a guy, they probably will look at the guy more favorably than the woman.
Right.
So I know that I used to live in the U.S., being a black person in the U.S., so I know how it is like to be disenfranchised or to be looked at as second option. So there's no way I'm going to look at that.
Right.
He is excellent. And people sometimes ask, how do you give instructions? He gets it. I mean, he just has a challenge. It doesn't mean he doesn't have a brain. Do you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I actually appreciate him. And I would, as I grow out, hire more people.
Yvette,
yes.
Would you?
Yes, but also you have to, I was going to say there is that, but there's also limitations. Like I have a kitchen with a fire and like dangerous equipment around. So you have to also be able to tailor the disabilities to fit the work environment. If it's a walking disability or if it's even speech
or your language, like one couldn't speak English well.
Exactly. So I don't think those things are not barriers to me. If you can work, all I need is a good work attitude. For me, when I'm even hiring, I don't even look when you bring me your CV, it's irrelevant to me. I look at somebody who has a hospitality spirit.
Right.
If you have that spirit, that's a 60%, actually maybe 70% for me. The rest, I can teach you how to wait tables, I can teach you how to take orders, I can teach you how to work in my kitchen. I can't teach you how to be hospitable. It's something you have or you don't have.
Right.
So if you have that, forget all your credentials. We will work on the rest. But if you don't have that and you could have gone to school wherever, it doesn't really matter to me. So that's what we tend to look out for when we're...
Well, unfortunately, that's all the questions I can take. Forgive me for that because of my time. But in conclusion, Yvette, what do you have to say to that woman in Europe, in Canada, in US, and what have you, in Ghana, who wants to do something but is afraid? Or is afraid to come back home to start because they've heard all these horrible stories happening in Ghana, and is afraid to leave her comfort zone to go into unknown territories?
I will answer that with a quote. Ruby and I are big on quotations and all that stuff. One of my favorite quotes goes something along the lines of, courage is not being afraid, is feeling the fear and doing it anyway.
Right.
Half the time I'm scared like out of my mind when I'm doing stuff, but you still have to do it. Yeah. So it's not the fear that you will feel it. It's just natural. It's a human reaction. But you have to be able to look the fear in the face and say, you know what, let's do this. So there are challenges. I'm not going to, and it's tough. Sometimes it's hot. There's doom, so your pump will blow. Right. There's a fire in your kitchen. Your staff don't show up. There are all sorts of challenges that you face. But that's the price we pay for living. That's what I say. Because what's the alternative? You'll be dead, right? So if you're alive, you are mandated, I feel, to make a difference and to do something with your life. So if you feel a calling, you feel something that's telling you to come home, or you are feeling things, just obviously you have to be smart. You have to plan and set certain things in place. But tell yourself that this is the goal I have in mind, and I'm working towards it. And once you set that goal, I believe if you're dedicated and you're focused, you will achieve it. Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. Ruby.
Yes. As she mentioned, we do love quotes, but I'll give you one simple one that we all know, we all love. If there's a will. Simple. If there's a will, there's a way. If you look that you can make an impact in Ghana, hire people, change the narrative of the Ghanaian story, have a product that someone will look at and say, this is made in Ghana, wow, this is beautiful. And then the other option is you're sitting there going to work for someone else, helping them better their country. You just have to make that personal decision. I always say, everything is not for everyone, really. But this is home for us anyway. So if you want to do it, go for it. Just start planning and do it.
Are you happy, Yvette?
Yes, I am happy.
Why the
Sometimes I struggle with it sometimes because I'm the kind of person that I like to thrive. So I like certain things, everything around me to be like, I need to have access to. I love bookshops, I love parks. So there are certain things that I do miss about living here. But am I happy that I made this? I'm absolutely 100% happy with it. My family is close. My sister is here. We've grown closer as a result of me coming. My friends, like my network is
there. A young Ghanaian man somewhere moving around?
Not necessarily Ghanaian, but there's a man.
There is a man.
Yes. So I am happy in that sense. Do I miss certain parts of my life living outside? Of course.
Yeah.
But we did miss parts of Ghana when we did too.
I miss Ghana all the time when I leave as well.
I've lived here all my life, and right now I'm missing sitting in a plane. That's all.
Exactly. So I am happy that I came for that for sure. And my life right now, I'm very grateful.
As for you, I will ask you that briefly. How you said you have been friends since you were 10?
Yes, since we were 10 years old.
How have you managed to keep that friendship going?
We get along. And we give each other space.
Yeah. I'll tell people that I don't talk. Sometimes Ruby will
People are so surprised. You mean you don't talk to her weekly?
No, I just went to London for a week. I didn't talk to her.
Yeah.
Like, we came back, I saw her today for the first time.
I called her when she was on the plane. She was like, how did you know I just got back?
Exactly. So we just give each other space. We allow each other to
there is respect. I think that's what it boils down to. And people sometimes overlook that the fact that someone is very close to you doesn't mean you are always in their space. There has to be respect. You have to understand who the person is, and you have to actually appreciate the friendship. We don't talk for a week, but we pick up from exactly where we left off.
We like to laugh. If you like to
laugh a lot, exactly.
We laugh.
Life is short, you laugh.
We're silly,
Just thank you very much. I've had a wonderful time, and I'm sure my studio audience have also had a wonderful time.
Yes.
Learned a lot?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure we'll have you on sometime very soon. This time we'll talk about how to keep the friendship going.
Yes.
Sister friendship.
Yes.
Even if you haven't seen each other for years.
Exactly.
You can still pick up.
She follows me around. Actually, this time I followed her to Ghana. She followed me to the US.
We take a break. When we come back, I'll give you a bit of me. Well, I have a quote of my own, and I'm sure you've heard it over and over again, and I'll never stop saying it. Success comes when preparation meets opportunity. You prepare so that when the opportunity comes, you can jump on it. And nobody succeed or become successful by depending on what he or she learned in school. Yes, you studied engineering and you are an engineer, but there must be that extra passion, human relation, responsibility, integrity, honesty, love for what you do. And as we heard from Ruby, your client, your customer being your boss, putting them first. Attitude can change your destiny. They said, yes. I mean, Ghanaians, if you don't have, I'm sure somebody, they are lucky, maybe their background, they were abroad and their network, and yes. Even before you go to heaven, it is whom you know. Oh, yeah, right. You need to know Jesus to make it to heaven. And if you're a Muslim, you need to follow the tenets or the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad to be able to make it to paradise. But I go the extra mile to add that someone has to know you. You know Jesus. Yes, we all mention it, but does Jesus know you? Does God know you? Your employer, does he or she know you? The people you left behind, those you're in school with, do they know you? And how do they know you? So that when you're ready to move on, to establish on your own, you can say, let me go to Ajwa. Let me use Ajwa as an experiment. Let me start off with her so that she can link me to other people. As women, we have a huge challenge. Let's have fun, but don't lose focus on the bigger picture. Everything we do, we must be mindful of where we are going, where we want to go. Let's prepare for it. Yes, dear entrepreneurs, me too, I want to be an entrepreneur. She said, me too, I want to be a presenter. How prepared are you? What measures have you put in place so that when you move from your place of employment, you can come and set up on your own? My name is Gifty Auntie. I try to do my best and leave the rest to God. But above all, I have crazy faith in God. Do you? Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.